a situation like this, you succumb to being one of two versions of yourself. You're either the person who just chooses to be depressed, doesn't worry about his own improvement, and just continues to do what everybody else will do, or you really try to climb out even if you're living with your parents. Because if I'm being honest with you, bro, I used to literally live the first one that I mentioned, just allowing myself to succumb to the fact that I live with my parents and there's nothing much I can do. I thought there was nothing much I could do. I remember I used to allow myself to indulge in all of these pleasures that would take me into the virtual world, take me away from the real reality I was actually struggling with. Like video gaming, scrolling, watching Netflix, watching movies, going on stuff like porn and fapping and masturbating. I thought that these were things that would just hide me from the reality that I had. Because I remember when I was skinny, I wasn't really trying to actively achieve any goals for myself. I was just going to school for the sake of going to school, doing sport with everyone else. I just felt like crap, bro. Every single time I would flipping relapse, every time I would literally just nut whilst watching like pixels, watching another man literally having an experience that I wish I could have had myself. Sorry if I'm speaking a bit weirdly right now. It's just, I'm in the exact same situation I'm talking about. So just bear with me. It just felt like crap, bro. Yo, sorry. It felt like I was wasting myself. It literally felt like I was just wasting potential. Wasting potential. It's not like my parents could directly tell me or see it. It's not like anyone could directly see it, but I just knew inside myself that if I especially learned how to flipping control my monkey brain and stop it from literally making me to just do this whilst clicking on Pornhub and weird websites, but I knew that would change me a lot. But I was struggling and struggling and struggling. I'd keep on escaping to Fortnite. I'll play these games. I'd grind them out. I get so good at them. I remember I was better than like all my friends at Fortnite. Basically at Roblox, like these weird these games. I was better than everybody. I'm telling you, bro, I was better than everyone in my school. I would grind these games out. That is where all of my competitive energy, my raw vigor for life, like that male primal vigor was going to waste. Because fine, I would achieve in the games. I would level up. I would get these cool little things, these items, right? When you level up in a game, when you go in Fortnite, you get the battle pass and crap like that, bro. You get so cracked. But in real life, besides those things, bro, you're just a nobody. I remember flipping going to school, social events, and just feeling like I couldn't even speak to new people. I literally felt like I was socially disabled, like completely disabled. It felt like I couldn't even stand up for myself when I needed to. Up until there came a point where, of course, I found out about the path that we literally should be on, self-improvement. I saw these YouTubers. I found out about Hamza. I'm sure you know about Hamza. I found out about these guys, Andrew Tate. Like some of my friends were telling me, or like one of my friends only were actually telling me about Andrew Tate. And that's where it started. I started realizing that what I was doing was actually cope. And I was just wasting my potential as a young man. It started teaching me to think further ahead instead of just looking at the present. Oh, I feel like I want to fab. I feel like I want to release. And over time, I got on self-improvement. I started actually focusing on leveling up in a real life, leveling up my actual character, even my physique. Like I started working out properly. And I actually quit video games. I'm telling you, I immediately quit video games the moment I realized it destroys your dopamine high. I was struggling with porn still. I was still struggling with like fapping, but it took me some time to quit that addiction as well. Like I've recently actually quit it like about a year and some months ago, almost 2 years now since I've quit it. But like I'm telling you, the moment I just decided to detach myself from the virtual world and I grinded, now it's like I'm a lot better version of myself. Because now I can actively tell you that the self-improvement, like the way I would just just forcing yourself to actually improve your life is the way you will flipping not waste yourself as a young man. Even if you still live with your parents, even if you're still like 16, because I know if you're watching this, you're most likely 16, maybe slightly younger, slightly older. But I'm telling you right now, flip your current situation and succumb to being the version of yourself that constantly grinds. Your version of yourself that literally just wants to get the highest fruits. You're sorry if I sound broken, you're of himself. You have to do this, bro. Like, don't start feeling bad. Don't start thinking that, no, you have a lot more potential. Like, I can clearly see it within you. Get obsessed with literally building muscle. Get obsessed with, like, fixing your mental health, staying away from these dopaminergic, like, very, very destructive habits that I know you have, like doing this, gaming. Like, quit gaming. Quit gaming. Cut off those friends, bro. You can let them do what they want. You can't allow yourself to cope and say that, I want to play games so I can have fun, bro. Have real life fun. Learn how to actually speak to new people. Because that's also something I'm doing. I'm not the best at it. I'm actually struggling a lot with, like, doing the cold approaches and, actually acting like a man when there's a woman that I'm attracted to and I want to actually speak to her. Like, I still struggle with things like that. But I'm making progress and I'm trying to make progress. I'm not just allowing myself to relax, become like this fat or skinny person that doesn't really take care of himself. And in that way, he's not actually trying to become a better man just because he lives with his parents. Bro, you can hustle. You can do a lot of things. Sorry. Yo, I need water. Wait up. So it's like my mom basically put like these stupid, like, endocrine disrupting air fresheners in my room. Like, no, like, not even air fresheners, like air sockets. Like, they're flipping bad for your testosterone. And of course, I know what I'm saying to you sounds gibberish because all you know is like Fortnite terms. You see, the moment you eliminate stuff like that from your mind, you will basically become even smarter. If you know your parents are disappointed at you because your school grades are always crap, they're always shit, if you just stop filling your minds with, these gaming, these Netflix terms that you know about, because you keep on doing these things, you keep scrolling, you keep watching those streamers, you will literally become smarter. But not only that, you will heal your brain, like, you will literally heal the way your body regulates itself, like the dopamine, like the happiness neuromodulator. You will heal yourself because you're no longer being overstimulated. You start learning how to literally sit down and breathe fully, meditating. You will become way better. You'll become way more mindful. You'll even stop finding yourself getting into social situations and feeling like you are very anxious and tense. Like, I've managed to solve that problem myself. Sometimes I'm caught off guard, but most of the time I can literally just make sure I'm mindful of my breathing. Taking full breaths, not shallow ones. And it makes everything much better. Like, you have to learn how to just try to be better, bro. Don't be the person who's just laid back. Because first of all, you can't be like those degen vapors and those smokers and those, like, those other kids that you probably have in your neighborhood or your school, that do the crazy stuff, like, they are the ones who do the crazy shit, like, they go out and they do all of these things, they get in trouble all the time. I know you're not that guy. You're not. I also was not that flipping kid who lived with his parents when I was like 13, 14, when, puberty starts and everyone's getting testosterone, everyone's getting, like, hormones like the boys, and people start doing crazy stuff. They start drinking, smoking. I was not one of those guys, and I'm grateful I'm not. Well, I don't know if I'm even grateful that I'm not, but I was the one who was in the middle. Not even in the middle, but I was the one who, because I know this is who you are, this is who we are. Sorry. excuse me, I was the one who, yeah, like I said, was just a weird, like the mid one, the one who's not doing crazy things in school. He's seen as like the good guy, like the good boy, mama's boy and everything. I'm just skinny. I don't work out. I don't train. I don't prioritize what I eat. I just play games. I escape to the virtual world. That was who I am. The one who just lives in comfort all the time. But I stopped succumbing to that person to now be the one who's actively trying to improve himself no matter what. Because I want to make money. I want to be able to actually build a business, which is what I'm working on right now. That will actually allow me to not even have to stay in university or even go there, so that I can just live on my own self-sufficiently, because that's the best way to live nowadays. But you would be surprised if you hear like how many dumb people, like literally dumb people, are making like double or even more than double the average hourly income. Not even hourly, like they're just making like way more than the average person does when they work a normal job. Just because of the fact that they are literally like just using something that actually pays you for what you work. Like I know you hear these people, like even the streamers, the gamers. I'm not saying you should be like those people, though. You're not meant to be like them, okay? You're just not. If you are here, there's a reason why you're here. You're not meant to be like them. But yeah, I mean, if I'm being honest, like, you can't allow yourself to be the person who just copes. And he allows himself to basically be the average teenager than the average young man, because he just lets himself play video games. He copes and it's cope. You have to stop coping. Stop feeling sorry for yourself, bro. Like, I know it sucks, the fact that you maybe can't speak to girls and now you're just going home and like fapping and watching porn, thinking about your crush. I used to do that, but I flipping stopped feeling sorry for myself. I worked as hard as I could to literally change all of that, or most of it. And now I feel way better, even though I'm still not where I want to be. You have to, yes, like do self-improvement. Self-improvement will make sure that you are somewhere like 10 years from now. I know right now, 10 years from now, when I'm like flipping 27, 26, because I'm turning 17 soon, I will be somewhere in life, bro. You will know me. I will have results. I will be where I want to be, because I constantly want to grind. So you should work on these things, like especially flipping, quitting your porn addiction. Like, you have to quit doing that, bro. It's bad for you. Learn how to quit it. Start working out if you haven't already. Like, build muscle, go to the gym. You don't have to care what anyone else thinks. Make progress, bro. Make flipping progress, even if it feels like you're stuck in a rut. You just need momentum. Don't allow yourself to just stay laid back and continue to feel sorry for yourself, so you keep on going on the Roblox to grind some random simulator game, because I was there. It's not worth it. You're gonna feel good in the game, but when it's gone, you just feel like a flipping loser again. You really do. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. It's literally the truth. It's if you literally choose to continue doing what you are doing, you will be that loser you were always scared of becoming when you're even older. Okay? So start self-improvement. It is called self-improvement. You can go and search. People post about it, Hamza, whatever. I'm even posting about it myself. It is literally the way to live, bro. You do not, if you want to be a top 1% man in life, you don't want to just be average. You don't want to just, regret your life. It is self-improvement. It is self-improvement. It's not anything else. It is self-improvement. Improve your physical realm, your mental realm, your financial realm. That is what will change you. That is really what will change you. Okay? That's how you will stop feeling like you're wasting potential. Because if I'm being honest, you want girls. I know you do want them. You want to be more attractive and appealing towards them. If I'm being honest with you, bro, you have to build more muscle for that. You have to get a better looking physique, better looking body. Best way you can do that is, like I said, start working out. But it's gonna be hard for you to start working out. Keep on watching porn, if you keep on playing video games, you keep doom scrolling because you're overstimulating yourself and you feel like, I have no motivation. Bro, flip motivation for now. Be disciplined. Quit doom scrolling, quit video games, detoxify your mind, and go pursue something that will actually give you memories forever. Because the amount of times I can flipping wake up and I can just easily flex in the mirror and I can look like somewhat decent, like I can look good. I'm just no longer like this very skinny boy that's athletic. But now I'm like flipping, I'm a bigger frame, I'm quite like in good shape, and I'm only getting better. It feels flipping good. Finally, I get more attraction from women wherever I go. It feels good. They see me differently. I know you want them to see you differently. They do not care if you're good at Fortnite, bro. They don't care if you're good at Fortnite. They don't care if you play Roblox, if you're cracked and you're better than everyone else. Be better than everyone else in real life. Okay? You know what I mean. You better start now. Start now. Change your life. Save yourself.